subscribers, friends of the channel, fellow South Africans, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I've got a guest. I'll be having a conversation with Mr. Tsuro, who will shortly introduce himself. Can you kindly introduce yourself to my audience?
Thank you, Advocate. I'm Tsuro, a corporate trainer by profession, and it's a privilege being here.
Excellent. Welcome. So what are we talking about actually today?
You said you're going to give me a surprise topic to answer your questions. Apparently, I have had to swear on the Bible that I will say nothing but the truth.
Oh, excellent. The topic actually that I prepared for him is that he must talk a little bit with us about mentorship. Why should a lawyer, young legal practitioner, have a mentor? Oh, let's start first. What is this mentorship business about?
Mentorship is a process at which you, as an individual, gain skills and knowledge from another person who may have walked the journey before and is able to transfer those skills and knowledge to you in many various ways, maybe through just engagement, conversations, or formally through working with that person in whatever they're doing. That's mentorship.
Okay, so in essence, you've heard what mentorship is about, but why should a young professional care to have a mentor? Why should he care?
You should care to have a mentor if you care about the profession that you are in. So if you're a legal practitioner and you care about the practice that you are into, then you should care to have a mentor so that you can grow in the skills and knowledge, especially if you want to save on a lot of money from mistakes, and you want to save from a lot of wrong turns, you want to save on a lot of challenges that you might want to, or that you may be able to circumvent by just having someone else who's walked the journey to let you know that in 600 meters there's a pothole. Then you might want to have a mentor. That's why I think you should care, so that at least you can get to where you want or grow faster, or accelerated growth faster than you would have gotten if you had to walk the journey alone.
Okay, that's interesting. Now, what I want you to help the guys with is how should they go about then identifying this mentor?
Firstly, it's how do you position yourself to be mentored?
Okay, what does that mean?
Because any good mentor is not about to waste their time, energy, and effort on someone who does not look good enough to be a mentee.
Okay, I'm confused. No, I'm seriously confused.
Would you just welcome anyone who's coming from nowhere who asks you to be your mentor, for you to mentor them? No.
No, chances are no.
So the first thing that, as a person, if you're looking for a mentor, it's about making sure that you take care of yourself. And taking care of yourself means making sure that you've positioned yourself to be a good mentee.
Okay.
A good mentee makes a mentor look good.
Okay.
And every mentor wants to look good. So it means you need to either be doing very well in your studies or in your practice, or you need to show enthusiasm for what you do. There needs to be something that I can want to associate with you on. Okay. So it either be your competence, your enthusiasm, your potential. Most of the times, you need to show that you can be a great asset to this relationship. What are you bringing to this relationship? What's the potential of us coming together? And I think that's where it starts. A lot of times you hope a mentor is going to make you great. You need to position yourself in that path to be great, and then that mentor simply guides you along the way and not necessarily puts you on track to be great. And I think that's the first thing. Secondly, from there on, once you've covered the path of you fixing yourself, positioning yourself to be mentored, I think the next step is identify the kind of mentor you need. Not necessarily the one you want.
What would one have to consider? What are some of the factors?
So, are you a very meticulous person? Do you need someone? Are you attentive to detail? And if you're attentive to detail, does the mentor you need to be someone who's like that way, or is this someone who can overcome some of your weaknesses? So, for example, I know I don't like this reading business, for example. So if you are going to be a mentor, I need to find a mentor who at least has a different opinion, who's going to cover up or who's going to help me channel me into a space where I actually am able to work on my weaknesses. It does not necessarily help as much to have a mentor who is got the same strengths as I have, same weaknesses as I have. Then because we are also going to follow the same course that you went to. So you want to have a mentor who's able to complement your skills or your weaknesses and then be able to work around that. And so as also be able to see, perhaps you want to improve your network in that space. You need a mentor who is exposed to the network you want to be involved in. Because then you have something to gain from your mentor, not necessarily that you're both trying to figure it out. And that happens a lot of times where you are both trying to figure out how do we get there, which is not necessarily a problem, but then if you are looking for a mentor who is going to share knowledge and skills, that person needs to have walked the journey that you want to walk, and then that's how you would generally identify an ideal mentor.
Okay, that's interesting. But what I want to get around is often the experience that I have or that I've seen is that people want to mentor only the best of the crop. But what about just a normal person, trying to make it, or that has started, but needs help to be able to improve?
We've gotten bent before. The person who wants to mentor just the best people is because they've gotten burnt before by these people who are trying to improve, and they're not putting enough effort into it. So as a result, you tend to get to a point where you're saying, based on the limited time that I've got, am I going to invest my time, effort, capacity into someone who's trying, who might not do it right? I've often been referred to as Mr. Urgent and Important. If it's something not urgent, if it's not important, then don't contact, because at the end of the day, you are trying to make things work. If it fails, it's okay. But you've taken 30 hours of my time trying, and I've been depositing, and then you don't come up with anything. So this is why a lot of mentors or people who position themselves to be mentors prefer working with people who already are showing signs of urgency and importance on what it is that they want to be mentored on.
Okay, no, I'm learning today, guys. Now, let me ask then, I think this would be your last question. Before I let you go, you are a very busy man indeed. I want to understand then, now I've identified this mentor, I've set myself up. Now, how do I go about approaching this stranger, this mentor? Is there anything that you could share with the guys?
So I always say, know the person you're approaching, know your target. And knowing your target means know what it is that they value, know what it is that they what's their cause, what is it that they are focused on, and approach them in that light. So if you know your mentor or your potential mentor is very pro excellence, approach him with the mindset of you are adding on to what he's already doing. So I'm coming in with the mindset that we're going to enhance that excellence together with me involved. There needs to be something in it for the mentor. Right? And as you address that, you're already likely to get an ear from them. Typical example in a layman's language, I cannot approach you as a mentor and use tennis as an example, yet I know tennis, you have no clue what tennis is all about. But if you are a rugby fan and I approach you from that rugby angle, you're likely to pay attention to what I have to say. So approach me, know your target, know what it is that your target is involved in. Secondly, also be clear on what it is that you exactly want or what you need, and be clarified. I will need to be engaging with you twice a month, at a time at your convenience. We can do this online. I can call you, and how are you working around it? Make it a proposal such that the mentor finds value in engaging with you.
Oh yes.
Right?
Oh, yes.
And they also are able to identify what is in it for them to be
Okay.
investing their time.
Mm.
If you invest your time in me, you are extending your level of excellence
Yes.
and so forth, because excellence is one thing that you're passionate or value at most. And then that's how eventually that whole relationship would go. So I would say I did know your target. That's the first thing. And once you know your target, approach it in that format. Avoid stalking them on social media platforms and spamming them. Try and approach it from a formal angle, especially if it's a formal relationship that you're pursuing. Try and use that route. Find out how best you can approach that, whether if it's going to be an appointment, find their PA, contact their PA, follow the channels. Or if you don't know what is the best route, again, contact the PA, find out, I need such an element. How can I go about it? And then I think that would help out. Okay. A lot of times we turn off our mentors simply because we approach them the wrong way. And once you approached me the wrong way, I might not give you the time of day.
Wow, guys. It's the first time I hear it in detail. Normally doesn't share this much with me. so I'm glad I managed to twist his arm to do this video. I think you've heard it from the horse's mouth, so I don't need to go repeat. And if you want, that small summary, go back to the beginning of the video and hear it exactly from the man. So thank you very much, lawyers. One thing is clear: you need a mentor. You need somebody that's going to help you along the way. You don't need to go repeat the same mistakes. And it is clear, don't go stalking people. And at the end of the day, you need to position yourself for greatness. So it's not a handout. So you need to do work before you can go and try to waste other people's time. Time once lost is never gotten back. So thank you very much. I hope you've learned something that could help you through your journey as you build your own practice or as you working for yourself. Do enjoy and see you next time. Oh, by the way, don't forget to subscribe. Bye-bye.